Hey, what up, YouTube? It's Eric. Just got a video here for you today on the benefits of sun gazing. Actually, hold on a second. There you go. All right, my volume's fixed. Hey, YouTube, it's Eric. This video today, I'm gonna be talking to you about sun gazing. I just got inside from sun gazing for about 35 minutes, and I feel incredible. I'm gonna be talking to you about some of the positive effects of sun gazing. And as you can see here, the sun gazing really affects the pineal gland, and this is like a pineal gland detox checklist. It's important that we're all drinking non-fluoridated water. We're using fluoride-free toothpaste. Eat less meat, processed foods. It's important that we exercise. We're not watch. We balance ourselves. Don't watch too much television. Meditate. Use your intuition. Take vitamins and have positive friends. Have positive people around you. Have people around you that accept you for who you are. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the endocrine secretions while during sun gazing. Sun gazing and sunbathing causes the secretion of feel-good hormones serotonin, beta endorphins, and dopamine. This article examined how the endocrine glands secrete other hormones during sun gazing, which create not just a high, but greater energy, longevity, and experience of higher consciousness. And you feel after, if you guys have sun gazed before, you feel much better after sun gazing. It brings your body to like a state, like a little state of bliss. The wakefulness chemical could be a tryptamine that the body produces, perhaps similar to DMT. The essential amino and acid tryptophan is the precursor for tryptamine, which is slightly psychedelic. Tryptamine is a naturally occurring compound found in both animal and plant kingdoms. Tryptamine and LSD have a common mode of action. Research will probably find that many secretions from about 5 different glands, including the pineal gland and pituitary, may contribute to the mixture. Thus, production of amrita may be a joint effort of circumventricular organs secreting into the cerebrospinal fluid of the grail. And we know how the cerebrospinal fluid is the story of all the world's saviors. It's the story of coming into your higher self. High levels of opiates, OxyContin, vasopressin, phenethylamine, and tryptamine would bring the individual into extreme heart expanding unitive experience of a cosmic consciousness. As we said, that's not oxytocin. That's not oxycontin, oxytocin. There's more to the pineal gland than what meets the eye, or I should say the optic nerve. The effect of sunlight on the pineal gland is something that needs to be researched more. It is already one of the most researched glands. You know that bright light stimulates the production of serotonin and melatonin in the pineal, but there are no other neurochemicals produced by the pineal that have more profound effects than just the mood, sleep, reproductive, and body temperatures effects of serotonin and melatonin. So scientists refer to the pineal gland as the atrophied third eye. Indeed, the pineal, along with pituitary, is the third eye chakra or energy center, but they're just dormant, not atrophied. In the distant past, man was in touch with the inner worlds through an activated pineal and activated pineal and pituitary. And I talked about how um, like it, this isn't Darwinian evolution, but the esoteric evolution is a spiritual evolution. And previous third root race had like a physical third eye, but as we've kind of degenerated into matter, that our third eye has turned into a gland. The third eye has always been important to psychic powers, example clairvoyance and seeing auras. To activate the third eye and perceive higher dimensions, the pineal and pituitary must vibrate in unison or in equilibrium. You know how much important balance is to spirituality and to knowing thyself. You have to be in a state of balance, which is achieved through meditation or sun gazing. When a correct relationship is established between the personality operating through the pituitary and the soul operating through the pineal, a magnetic field is created. This is here, the pineal gland can create its own magnetic field because it contains magnetite. This field can interact with the Earth's magnetic field. And this is where, like in the Bible, it says like your one eye has to be turned on, and then you'll be happy. I think in verse Luke 4:10. Check guys, check out actually I'll pull it up here. I'm gonna show you some Bible verses that refer to the pineal gland. The solar wind at dawn charging the Earth's magnetic field stimulates the pineal gland. This is why the period between 4 and 6 a.m. is the best time to meditate, and why the sunrise is the best time to sun gaze. Also, like sunrise and sunset, guys, I recommend those times to sun gaze just because especially if you're newer to sun gazing, just because like the heat and like the intensity of the sun won't like it won't hurt your eyes. You'll be able to just stare in the sun completely comfortably. That's why sun gazers experience rapid nail growth, hair growth, restoration of hair color, and general rejuvenation. Um, and interesting here, Cleopatra used to place a magnet on her forehead to stimulate the pituitary to restore her youth and good looks. And she already know like the pineal and the pituitary is like a natural magnet because like our essentially like our consciousness is a magnet or like a radio. You can tune yourself to whatever frequency you feel fit. Also at dawn, the negatively charged pineal and the positively charged pituitary combine their essences to create a light in the head while meditating. This has been seen by the mystics, initiates, and prophets and shamans throughout the ages. They refer to it as the experience of God or a universal intelligence. Okay, so I'm going to show you Bible, pineal gland. It was in Luke. Um, Here you go. I'm going to keep going here. I have it on my phone. Well, give me a second, guys. Okay, hold on. Scrolling through my I save when I find good Bible verses, I save them on my phone. Hold up, we got. Let's see. Okay, Luke 11:34. Here, that's what I was looking for. Luke 11. Sorry for the wait, guys. Luke 11:34. Right here, your eye is the lamp of your body. This is direct reference here in the Bible to the pineal gland. Your eye is the lamp of your body. When your eyes are healthy, your whole body is also full of light. But when they are unhealthy, your body is also full of darkness. And that's why, and then that's so like when your pineal light is on, you're able to experience like a God intelligence, and that's where you're able to like just see like the universal oneness and everything, and you can do act like the Christ did, or act like Krishna did, which is becoming into a state of higher consciousness and coming into your higher self. Many cultures and mystics have induced this experience through the use of hallucinogenic substances such as soma, mushrooms, mescaline, and LSD. However, these experiences tend to be short-lived and require repeated usage to relive the experience. Most mystics agree that natural methods such as intense meditation, visualization, deep breathing, chanting, and sungazing combined with the purification are the best ways to induce third eye activation. And that absolutely, guys, you don't want to have to rely. Like I've done magic mushrooms, I've enjoyed it. It was a key to activating my third eye. They're good experiences to have, but you don't want to have to rely on drugs. You don't want or like DMT. You don't want to have to rely on DMT to get to a different place. Like they're good. They're good to try and experiment with. But you'll see, guys, if you study the occult, people who only tell you like you have to take drugs to get to high levels of consciousness are left-hand pathers, black magicians. You don't have to take drugs. And right here, you see through intense meditation, visualization, deep breathing, chanting. But you're here, guys. I'll show you the chakra tantras. Um, where is it? Seven. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna show you here, guys. These are 7 chants that are very good to open up the 12 chakras. Yeah, Lam. Okay, so here you go. So you guys may have seen this before, but if you want to chant, so say Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Om, Om. These are very good. Chant these: Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Om, Om. When you do this, you actually feel like you feel these chants, because like you guys, everything is vibration, and when you say these chants, it vibrates onto your chakras in your astral body. So this very chanting is a very powerful technique also, and shamans and Africans, Hindus, Buddhists, Gnostics, people from all of antiquity have been chanting to reach higher levels of consciousness. And here, Dr. Strassman, who conducted research at the University of New Mexico from 1990 to 1995 on the effects of the psychoactive drug DMT, suggests that the pineal gland is involved in DMT production because the precursors and enzymes necessary for its formation are quite high in the pineal. He says that DMT may be released from the pineal gland during dreams, near-death experiences, birth, during meditation, and mystical experiences. Near-death experiences are identical to DMT trips. Very interesting, guys. HRM says that at the moment of death, the pineal gland collapses, releasing all of its contents. And then here, just the writer here, I propose during sungazing meditation, the pineal secretes not only DMT but other peptides, as well as psychoactive effects. The mixture of these secretions has been called various names: the nectar of the gods, the ambrosia, the living water, and the amarita. Well, you guys know when Moses referred to the land of milk and honey, that is secretions from the pineal and the pituitary. when the Kundalini oil ascends up the spinal canal and hits the brain. It then like filters through the pineal and the pituitary. Going through the pineal gland, it turns into milk, and through the pituitary, it turns into honey, and that's hence the name that land of heaven is the land of milk and honey, because heaven is the head. It's bringing up your seed to the top, and the head is heaven is heaved up. It's and again, you preach the gospel to your body, yourself, through your 12 cranial nerves, which are your 12 disciples, Jesus' 12 disciples. Drugs and certain yogic techniques can force the pineal gland open to premature. So yeah, you can prematurely open your pineal gland during certain yoga techniques, which can lead to psychosis, which you just got to be aware of. Sun gazing, if done correctly, gradually awakens the pineal gland along with the pituitary gland, so that the person is not shocked by experiences of higher consciousness, and these experiences are not colored by negative images of the mind. I think we said here the use of mantras and chanting can also gradually awaken the pineal gland because it sits above the mouth, suspended in the third ventricle. We know, guys, the third ventricle is the Holy of Holies, the chamber filled with the cerebrospinal fluid. What makes some esotericists have called the Grail, like I said, the Holy Grail, its location above the mouth and the fluid chamber makes the pineal gland quite uniquely positioned to respond to sonic vibrations. Here, Buddy Manly P. Hall, and the opening of the third eye stated that the pineal gland vibrating at very high rate of speed is the actual cause of true spiritual illumination. The pineal governs the biochemistry of Amrita. DMT increases all pituitary hormones and beta endorphins. The beta endorphins that the pituitary hormones contains are vasopressin, prolactin, growth hormone, and cortisol. It's possible that a DMT-induced surge of beta endorphins creates the euphoria of an Amrita experience. Serotonin receptors are activated by DMT, and serotonin receptors regulate the heart rate, blood pressure, body temperature, and pupil diameter. Apparently, DMT is a small molecule not much larger than glucose, and Strassman says that it is like brain food that is rapidly transported across the body, which across the blood. So DMT is like brain food that rapidly transports across the blood, and we know the blood is where like the spirit, your spirit flows in your blood, and also like your brain. DMT is produced naturally in your brain. Um, it's very interesting. Yeah, so it's the blood-brain barrier that so the DMT is brain food across the blood that's flowing in your brain. As far as the primary active ingredient of Amarita goes, besides the opiates, which give it a profound analgesic effect, the wakefulness chemical is probably a phenylephrine, similar to mescaline. Our bodies can convert the amino acid thymolene to tyrosine and thymethylene. Mescaline, made from the peyote cactus, is one of the oldest psychedelics known to man and is used in spiritual ceremonies. So I'm sure that the shamans guys were using this mescaline way back in the days. Curiously, it can produce a bright internal light. Tyrosine is also a precursor to the excitatory neurotransmitters norepinephrine and dopamine. There is more to sun gazing and third eye awakening than just psychoactive brain chemistry and the subjective experiencing. Also, it supports Descartes' hypothesis that the pineal gland was the value of transfer conduction of divine and human communication. Descartes also famously said, guys, that the pineal gland is the seat of the soul. The rays of the sun are streaming information. That's key, guys. The sun is like streaming information from like a higher plane, like closer to the creator. This energy enters the eye, which is the only exposed nerve in the human body temple. You know, the human body is the temple of Solomon. Sunlight travels along the optic nerve to the pineal gland. The pineal gland is also referred to as the eye of Buddha in ancient literature. The pineal gland reacts by secreting. Sorry, I got hiccups there. Secretes neuropeptides, glandular chemicals that are natural consciousness enhancing agents. These naturally produce psychoactive chemicals and form the children of light and love with divine consciousness on life on a cellular level. And guys, you do feel love and light on a cellular level after you sun gaze. Like it's amazing. You actually feel like the frontal sinus in the front of your head like bulging. You just for me, I feel very happy when I sun gaze. So because of the extraordinary power to change consciousness and reality by communicating with the sun through the eyes, in times of repression, self-seeking rulers broadcast reasons discouraging people from looking directly into the sun. And guys, what did we see during the eclipse? During the eclipse, they were fear porning the shit out of people. If you stare into the sun, you're gonna burn your eyes. It's in the news. They tell you don't look at the sun. Like my whole family, guys, they never look at the sun because they feel like it's gonna burn their eyes. It's all like they the, the controllers fear people looking into the sun because looking into the sun you begin to come into your body starts to like metamorphosize into like your divine higher self on like a cellular level, and it's just like it's on the path to knowing yourself. And here I'm going to show you here, guys. I'm going to call this video. I'm going to do a part two, but there's an Egyptian hieroglyph of a Egyptian sun gazing. You just kind of see like the power of it. Like, and as the Buddha guys, the third eye, the Buddhists, the all-seeing eye, the eye of Danga to the Hindus. We see here in the Christian Luke 11:34, your eye is the lamp of your body. When your eyes are healthy, your whole body is also full of light. This is like the seal. This is the seal of Jehovah. This is the seal of God. Your third eye is like the seal of God. It's very important to keep it healthy, and then it's key to maintaining high spiritual awareness and self-awareness. I see here, guys. Here's the picture. You see the rays of the sun. These are like the rays of a tomb. In Egyptian, like the creator is a tomb. Like all is a tomb. You see here are the sun rays coming in, and it's like it's spiritual food. You see, they're feeding him, and the sun is giving him an ankh, which is like the soul, the spirit. So the sun is feeding us spirit every day we look at it. Here's a very good 9 amazing health benefits of sun gazing. Increases melatonin and serotonin, improves quality of sleep, fatigue fighter, improves dream recall, increases pineal gland size, boosts energy, increased eyesight. I've noticed that, guys. My eyesight has improved so much since I started sun gazing 6 months ago. Improves endocrine health and helps seasonal affective disorder. And we saw here in this article, guys, there's so many fluids that are secreted during this. So, guys, definitely replay this video. Check out also this article at www.kindness2.com. But we see here there's just the power of looking into the sun. That's Jesus. When you guys Jesus, Zoroaster, Krishna, etc. When you look at it from an astronomical perspective, is the sun too. So you see how powerful the sun is. Like the sun literally is the light of the world. If the sun didn't come up the next morning, guys, we'd be all in a lot of trouble. Um, when Jesus dies for 3 days on the cross, that's the winter solstice on the December 25th, and then the sun rises on the southern crux constellation that looks like the cross. Like I'll do a future video on the astrotheology of the religions related to the sun. But you see here, like the staring into the sun activates your crown and third eye chakra centers, and it's very important to get you into a state of balance, sun gazing. So that's all for today, guys. Peace and love, and I'll catch you on the next video, part two. Easy. Peace and love.